They stole my driveway extension with their illegal pool, so I turned their million-dollar mansion into a zoning nightmare. I pulled into my garage after a long shift at the office, only to spot heavy machinery tearing up the edge of my property. My neighbor Karen Whitaker, the high-powered real estate developer, had decided to redefine our shared boundary by installing a massive in-ground pool that encroached right onto what was clearly my land, about 5 feet of it, where I'd planned to add a small patio. Karen lived in the flashiest McMansion on the cul-de-sac, a sprawling stucco beast with marble columns and a 3-car garage that screamed new money. She'd bought the place a year ago and immediately started upgrading everything. Imported palm trees that needed constant watering in our desert suburb, motion sensor floodlights blinding everyone at night, and now, this pool that swallowed part of my yard like it was nothing. I'd noticed her and her contractor pal, Mike, pacing the area for months, muttering about enhancing curb appeal and maximizing square footage, but straight up land grab, that crossed the line. I marched over as workers poured concrete over my former flower patch. She waved me off with that fake southern charm. "Oh, darling, don't fret. My surveyor double-checked the pins. Turns out that strip's been mine all along. Just correcting a little mix-up from the old plats. Her survey was from some fly-by-night firm. She'd probably paid extra to fudge the lines, and she even pulled out papers citing adverse possession. Because her pool guy had mowed that edge a few times, I hit up the county assessor. But her docs were slick enough to stall them. She just grinned and said, 'Bless your heart. Take it to court if you must.' That lit a fire in me. My place had been in the family for decades, passed down from my grandpa, who was a county planner back in the 70s. I dug through his old files in the attic and struck gold, the original zoning maps and environmental impact reports for our development. What Karen's hack surveyor overlooked. Our neighborhood sits in a floodplain zone, with strict conservation easements for wetlands and runoff. That extra land, she claimed, it was part of a protected buffer strip mandated by federal EPA regs to prevent erosion and water contamination. Even better, her pool and the attached cabana violated setback rules from a nearby creek, and her unpermitted outdoor kitchen blocked a key drainage swale. I spent the weekend compiling proof, drone shots of the pool overlapping the easement, GPS measurements of her violations, and archives showing her additions messed with the natural water table, risking floods for the whole street. Then I looped in the county zoning board, the Army Corps of Engineers, and the state environmental agency. By Tuesday, the cavalry arrived. Zoning inspectors halted the pool fill-in on the spot. The Corps found her project had already caused silt buildup in the creek, violating the Clean Water Act. The environmental folks tagged her cabana and kitchen as illegal encroachments on protected land. The fallout was epic. Her whole backyard oasis was built without wetlands permits, and now it all had to go. Demolition orders for the pool, cabana, and part of the retaining wall. Remediation? Clocked in at $400,000. And her fancy insurance laughed it off since it was all off the books work. Karen's attorneys fought dirty, but federal environmental laws don't bend for big egos. She ended up dumping the house for a $300,000 haircut to a flipper who knew how to navigate the red tape. The county redrew the lines with iron stakes, and I even got a small grant to restore my yard. As for Karen, she's slumming it in a high-rise condo downtown, likely still baffled how snagging 5 feet of dirt sank her $1 million paradise. If you think this tale's straight from the headlines, hit that like button and subscribe for more.